Channel 7 and 103.7 WTIB present Talk of the Town with Henry Hinton. News, sports, and community information and everything that's going on around town. Now, with Talk of the Town, here's your host, Henry Hinton.
All right, welcome in, everybody. It is Talk of the Town on location this morning. And yes, I just had breakfast. I could not resist. They've got the biscuits and sausage gravy up there. Sausage gravy's got a little kick to it this morning.
That's a good thing.
Very good. Welcome into Talk of the Town. We're live at Rep Express Catering this morning. It is the monthly community breakfast. Everybody's got cabin fever, and there's no reason not to get out here. The roads are clear, and it's a bright, sunshiny morning, and we're very excited about being over here. Thanks to Rochelle and Brian Brown for the community breakfast this morning. The breakfast buffet is absolutely free, and a lot of good fellowship going on here this morning. Come on out and see your neighbors. Good to be here. In fact, Mayor Alan Thomas is going to be here in a few minutes. We're going to talk to the mayor about the snow cleanup, and we had him on at the very end of the show. We ran out of time yesterday, didn't have a chance to talk very much. I want to talk to him about some of the other issues on the docket as well. Well, let me welcome in Mark Gentner. How are you, Mark?
I'm well.
Mark has got news from WITN. McGee will have sports. McGee, I don't know if you were missed one of the days, but I noticed that somebody told me last night that Doug Raymond was talking about the newsletter that Calvin Mercer sent out earlier this week, where Calvin is saying that there's going to be a $5.1 million shortfall in the city budget this year. And I went back and looked when I heard about that, and I actually read the newsletter that he put out and saying that there was bad news, that there was going to be $5.1 million in expenses over revenues coming up this year. And he's kind of blaming last year's city council, and I was trying to remember.
Wasn't he on it?
Wasn't he on city? Did he not vote for the budget last year? So we'll talk to Alan Thomas about that. And we also will talk about some of the other things. Is that, the city council's been criticized for all the excessive spending on, or what some people think has been excessive spending on studies and those kind of things. And then there's been a lot of discussion also about the river study and potential of what they might do, if anything, different on the town common. So Mayor Alan Thomas will be here with us this morning. And also this morning, more live entertainment from the tot1 Cookies. The Barbershop Quartet is here this morning, and they are doing their annual fundraiser for their group, where they go around and sing on Valentine's Day and the day before, the 13th and 14th of February. They'll come around and sing 2 love songs to your Valentine for $40. They'll also bring a rose. And I just asked if women could order that for their husbands, and the answer was yes. I guess you get the rose too, McGee, but
Hey, I'll take a rose in the song.
Yeah.
Equal opportunity, right?
Yeah.
That's right.
But we'll have that coming up in just a couple minutes. It's Super Bowl week as well, and WITN's been out. You guys have done a great job. I've been watching the news. Your guys didn't miss a beat. I mean, there was the news coverage on WITN was outstanding the last few days.
Yeah, we were Stephanie Shoup, our news director, had set up reporters all over Eastern Carolina, hotel rooms and everything else, so they could be out and about safely. And we tried to cover pretty much every area. And I thought they did a pretty decent job.
Did you budget for those hotel rooms?
No. So yeah, that's going to hit the expense line, but you have to do that. I mean, we're part of our position and responsibility is to inform the public about these kinds of things. So that just comes with the territory.
Well, I got to tell you, I thought you guys did a great job.
Oh, thank you.
And,
I appreciate that.
There were reporters, immediately out there, and my son Hank even made a comment. I think how long were you on the air continuously?
We did 9.5 hours from 3 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. On that Wednesday, as it rolled in, and then leading into Thursday and stuff. It was about 9.5 hours.
9.5 hours on the air, live television, and none of it scripted, probably.
No, none of it scripted.
I was thinking about that watching Carly on, on Wednesday for about felt like a 3-hour stretch. But then thinking about Philip and Marvin and Jim and how long they were on the air and how difficult I think that is, and people don't really give them credit for what they do and how they do it. That's a tough thing to be on on the air that long.
It is.
Talking about really the same thing, but still giving different information.
Right. And the cool thing is with the new facility is we have this huge green screen area, but then we have a pulled-down green screen on the other side of it, so you can actually toss from one weather guy to the other without having any interruption.
Oh, I didn't see that when I was there.
Which is kind of cool.
For the tour.
Yeah.
You left that off the tour for me.
Oh, sorry.
But I love the new facility. And, I was also noticing that there was a live cam that was on online that you could watch Matt and Marvin preparing the weather and following the storm.
Yeah, we're trying to do a lot of things to get people kind of immersed into, interactivity with us, because a lot of those weather guys really like that when people engage with them.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Matt really likes it.
Oh, Matt loves that.
Matt is great at getting on Facebook and social media and getting people. And, heard Jim Howard talking about this too. The benefit to you guys and to the viewers that Facebook has become, because now you guys can get instant reports from all over the area immediately.
And the big thing is people like to engage about weather and communicate about weather, and so you're right, these kind of social media platforms really gives them that opportunity, and we like to engage with them.
All right, 10 minutes after 8, the mayor is here. And we're going to talk to him about what's going on in Greenville. We got the Fortune cookies. Talk to Brian and Rochelle Brown as well. Why don't we get things rolling with some news headlines this morning? Our news headlines brought to you by Homer Tire and the Homer Tire real estate team, some of which are here, some of whom are here. And so here is Mark Gentner with our news update from WITN. Good morning, G-Man.
Good morning, Henry. Be slick in some spots across eastern Carolina, but we are getting a little bit of a helping hand early this morning. Temperatures did not sink below freezing as was anticipated, meaning fewer places are refreezing and the risk for black ice is lessened, though not completely eliminated. You can get a county-by-county look at what local DOT offices are reporting at WITN.com.
I'm shocked.
Dozens of flights out of our 3 local airports were canceled due to the weather this week. The Pitt-Greenville Airport returned to normal operations Thursday afternoon. The Jacksonville Airport is hoping to get its first flight out at 11 a.m. this morning, and New Bern's Airport was hopeful to get flights out by Thursday night, but that did not happen. The next flight out is supposed to be today. WITN spoke to a local Marine from Camp Johnson who is really hoping to get home. Private First Class Derek Stiles is supposed to be in Japan next week. Stiles had a flight on Tuesday so he could visit his family and fiancé before 2 years of service in Okinawa. As the bad weather stormed into New Bern, his hopes of flying home were grounded. All flights Tuesday afternoon, Wednesday, and Thursday were canceled. Stiles was stuck with nowhere to go. Airport director and retired Marine Corps Major General Tom Broughton kept an open door for the young Marine and allowed him to sleep in the airport conference room. North Carolina health officials say 11 people, including 1 child, died last week of illness related to the flu. That's more than double the number from the previous week. Figures from the State Department of Health and Human Services reports the death toll from the flu now stands at 44. All but 2 of the victims are adults, and despite the spike in deaths, officials say the 2 main public health reporting systems in the state show dips in the number of new cases of flu-like illnesses. The decline in new cases could mean that the flu season isn't getting any worse. Public health officials continue to urge those who haven't been vaccinated yet to do so. And finally, the funeral for a veteran lawman is set for today. Wayne County Sheriff Kerry Winders suffered a massive heart attack last Friday morning. The 57-year-old has been sheriff for 20 years. His funeral had been set for Wednesday afternoon in Mount Olive, but now that has been moved to today. It will be at 2 p.m. in the Cornegay Arena at the University of Mount Olive in Mount Olive. And that's your WITN News Update.
All right, very good. 13 after 8 o'clock. Let's check our weather update now, and things are looking up. Here's McGee with the weather.
Looking good, certainly compared to the last couple of days we've had. Here this week. For today, mostly sunny skies with a high near 50 degrees. Tonight, clear, lows in the upper 20s. For tomorrow, to start the weekend, a mix of clouds and sun in the morning, giving way to cloudy skies in the afternoon with a high of 57 degrees. Should be a pretty good Saturday on tap. For tomorrow night, cloudy skies with a few showers later at night. Lows in the upper 40s. For your Sunday, occasional showers possible with highs in the mid-60s and lows in the mid-40s. And looking ahead to Monday, that rain chance lingers into Monday with highs in the upper 40s and lows in the low 30s.
All right, very good. So temperatures in the 50s and the 60s the rest of the weekend. Sounds good to me, and the snow is definitely melting. News and weather this hour brought to you by Homer Tire and the Homer Tire real estate team. I see Gary's over there. I saw Jude was there. Where's Homer? He's sleeping? Homer, he's curled up in bed. He's coming? Is he really? Some of the Homer Tire guys are over here now, and it's always great to have them join us here for the community breakfast. Homer Tire, getting it done. If you're looking to sell your home in Greenville this year, that's the number to remember, 758-HOME, 758-4663. That's the number for the Homer Tire real estate team. Homer sold more homes and his team than anybody in Greenville last year. Record sales. 2014 always off to a great start, and it's because of all the extra marketing they do, including all this radio and TV stuff that they do, in addition to all the tracking that they do with the internet. And Randy Alford wants us to give his telephone number personally. Homer's going to charge you for that, man. But Homer Tire and the Homer Tire guarantee, if he doesn't sell the home for the price and deadline that you need it sold, Randy Alford will buy it from you himself out of his own checking account. No, Homer Tire and the real estate team will buy it themselves. And, of course, you can fire Homer at any time and pay him nothing. Call him 758-HOME, that's 758-4663, or guaranteedsellnc.com. All right, 7:15. Michael, can the camera follow me here? We're on radio and TV this morning. Let's get our host in here. We are live at Rep Express this morning. The food is great. Rochelle and Brian Brown. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Yes. They don't really mean it. They're just happy the food was free.
And it certainly makes it sound like there's more than 10 people in here, which is good.
They're just hoping you'll keep feeding them for free. That's all.
We have plenty to go around and for take home. So.
That's right. Yeah.
It is really good this morning. I just had the biscuits and sausage gravy. That was outstanding.
Great. Thank you so much. I have to admit I snuck a little myself.
It's got a little bite to it this morning.
Bite to it. That's right. Well, it's warm. We got to spice you up a little bit, Henry.
It was good. Well, you guys do this every year, every month, the community breakfast. It's free, and the buffet's out this morning. What else is up there this morning?
We have the biscuits and gravy. We have our loaded grits, coffee, OJ, and best of all, it's free. And there's a lot of space. Come on out. Brave the weather. The roads are fine. Come on out. Share in the community. Eat some free food. Talk to your mayor. It's a good morning.
You know, I didn't try the grits, but they're getting great rave review. I just didn't have time during the news break to get them. I could only get the biscuit down. But
yeah, like I said earlier, I really don't even like grits, and I like those. So they're pretty good. They're getting some good reviews.
So what's happening at Rep Express? What do we need to tell people about?
Well, we're gearing up for our Valentine's Day packages. So lots of good food, lots of good packages for your wife or girlfriend. Come in, pick them up, or we'll deliver them to the house. Set it up for you. Give you all the credit. It's good stuff. Setting up the room, the space, free to rent as long as you utilize food. Our awesome staff will take great care of you, and then obviously the food is fantastic. So we'd love to be able to service you right here inside of Rep Express as well.
Also, this is some new information. Well, it's not new. It's actually been our guarantee now for almost about 4 years. But we have a money-back guarantee service here, and I'm not sure if anyone knows that. But we guarantee the quality of the food as well as our customer service to be best in class. So honestly, I mean, there's just no reason not to utilize Rep Express. So we feel very confident in our services that we provide. Also, Brian mentioned earlier budget, and we actually do, when comparing apples to apples, we match any budget or any price out there. So just some cool, fun facts about what we offer here. A lot of reasons why we've kept our loyal customers now for 7 years. So.
And this room is terrific, and this room is for use.
It is. It really is. But another important thing to keep in mind, especially right now, everybody's trying to be as healthy as they can into the new year. An important thing to keep in mind with Rep Express is we don't even have any fryers in our kitchen. Everything is baked. Everything is healthy. We try to be as health conscious as possible. We're a healthy vendor with Vidant Medical Center, so we provide all the nutritional facts for each and every meal that goes out our door so that you really know what you're putting into your body.
Very good. And the Valentine packages, now this is where you guys prepare the Valentine meal, and you pick it up, just take it home, heat it up, and serve it to your sweetie.
You bet. We do.
And you could have the Fortune cookies come sing at the same time.
No, I mean, right? No, that's sold. That's perfect. You better believe it. That was wonderful, by the way. That was just fantastic. But yeah, so we do ready to bake and ready to heat, or ready to eat. So it's completely up to you, whatever you prefer. But most people do the pick up hot, so you don't have to do anything. Yeah.
Very good. Rep Express. How do they contact you, Brian?
Contact us here at the store, 252-353-7379, or online at myrepexpress.com.
All right, great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for being here.
Appreciate you guys doing this. All right, very good. All right, 20 after, we're going to get a break in and come back. The Fortune Cookies are here. They're going to sing again. You guys tune it up. When we come back, we got the mayor of Greenville. We're going to talk to him about a few things, and then we'll have some more live entertainment. And the food is out, and it is free. Come on out and get you some. It's live at Rep Express Catering this morning. Our community breakfast. We got room for you this morning. The crowd's been a little slow. I thought everybody would have cabin fever and wanting to get out this morning, but love to have you come on by and see us. We'll be here till 9 o'clock. Be right back.
Imagine getting a new car and paying less than what you're paying right now. You can at Greenville Toyota's Trade Up, Pay Less sales event.
Start the new year off right in a new Toyota with payments as low as $148 a month on the all-new 2014 Corolla. And new Camrys just $20 more, now $168 a month. And 0% financing on 10 new Toyota models. Plus, we'll help you get the financing you need. And remember, every new Toyota comes with a Greenville Toyota Advantage.
Trade up and pay less. Stop making those high car payments on that old car. Rush to Greenville Toyota today.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit topdogonline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco.
Unlock the best life has to offer for generations to come. Introducing the Legacy Membership exclusively at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. As a Legacy member, you'll not only enjoy all the benefits of an active, family-friendly lifestyle, your children and grandchildren will enjoy membership status as well. Belonging to Ironwood is remarkable. Sharing it with your entire family is even better. Become a Legacy member today, only at Ironwood Golf and Country Club. Golf at its finest, life at its fullest.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right. Carolina Vision Care, we keep what's important inside.
It's a new year here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and as you can see, our lot is overloaded. We must sell 100 new cars in January. Choose from our biggest selection of the year, over 400 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, and over 100 certified pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss our New Year liquidation event here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
Okay, welcome back. We are live on location at Rep Express Catering this morning. McGee is here, and the Fortune Cookies are here. We're going to have some more barbershop quartet music here in a few minutes to get ready for Valentine's Day. And now the busiest man in Greenville for the last few days, the mayor of Greenville, Alan Thomas. I twisted his arm to come out this morning. I was trying to get you on yesterday. We only got you on right at the end of the show. We ran out of time, so I wanted to get you back on this morning. How are you this morning? You a little tired?
I'm good. Not a lot of sleep. I need your time today with the last few little bit of snow plowing. If you got some volunteer time, we'll get you out and get you finished off some of the neighborhood roads we're working on this morning.
I actually think it would be fun to go out there and do that.
I think it would, Henry.
The public works guys, teach me how to use that snowplow.
We'll get you some boots, and we'll put you to work today.
First thing I'm going to do is go to my neighborhood.
I know. I was going to say, I know where you prioritize.
I wasn't sure you'd come on with us since you've been on national TV all week.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
How was that?
Well, it turns out that the crews came down here from New York and Atlanta, and the story ended up being Atlanta. And lack of preparation there. You got thousands of people, a parking lot in the Beltway around Atlanta and Birmingham, and I've heard some friends and family down that way, and just they didn't get out in time, and it was a bad situation.
One of my best friends, a guy you probably know, Carl Davis, who was the president of the Alumni Association on the Board of Visitors. I guess he's still on the Board of Visitors. He was. He got hung in that. He was on
man.
I-75 for 9.5 hours, and that had to be brutal.
Imagine if your kids are on school buses and,
Yeah.
and you get the call they
I'd go
can't get
nuts.
home to
Oh, I'd
you,
go
and they
nuts if
had to
you couldn't
go
get to your
back.
kids,
So,
yeah.
you know, we people here. It was interesting to hear people kind of harping on the meteorologists about, well, where's the snow? Where's the snow? Waiting for 6 or 7 hours, and we got our snow, and we also got an inch plus of ice, which was really the Mother Nature had a tough calling card on us the other night.
You know, it was tough all through the South. I was thinking this morning, I wonder what effect it's going to have on the economy, because I was actually talking to one of my good friends yesterday who works in radio in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
And I was saying, he said the city of Mobile, Alabama was shut down.
Yeah.
Because of ice on bridges. And if you know about, they got those bay bridges,
all over
the causeway bridges. You coming in and out of Mobile. He said that it was a solid sheet of ice, that they didn't get snow, they got ice in Mobile. But, from Mobile, Alabama, all the way up into Virginia, the economy was shut down for 3 days.
Well, the Deep South and these coastal plains throughout, as you said, the Gulf area, and even Virginia, North Carolina, and South Carolina, all these canals and waterways. Moorhead, eastern North Carolina, was absolutely paralyzed. But as they say about eastern North Carolina, if you don't like the weather today, wait till 2 days and it'll be 60 degrees. So that's the one
that's a good
saving grace.
It's going to be 50 the rest of the weekend, 60 on Sunday, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Anything to report? I mean, it looked like it looked like things went pretty smooth. I know you probably got a lot of calls and where are the snow plows? They're not hitting my neighborhood. They're not hitting Greenville Boulevard. And you and I even talked. I guess we were on Facebook talking about, because I started getting calls from businesses on Greenville Boulevard, and as it turns out, I learned something I didn't know, because I guess the state owns certain main streets in Greenville, and then the city owns some, and it was the responsibility of the state to do what, Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and Fire Tower. What else?
Well, and this is something that is mindful of everyone to understand year-round, whether it's sidewalks, potholes, traffic signals, many of the things that we count on. We are not at the mercy of, but we partner with, DOT controls Greenville Boulevard, Charles, Fire Tower, Evans. Many of our major corridors through this city are state-controlled and state-maintained roads. So when we deal with a weather event, we're working with John Rouse, who's the division engineer for Division 2, who has Kinston, Greenville, and this Washington, this whole region. And that's when Brian Brown becomes my good friend, my representative here, to make sure that we're getting our due. Now, look, they had deployed over 14 snowplows from western North Carolina, were pre-deployed throughout Greenville, waiting for a snow event. But as I explained it to someone earlier today, the difference between ice and snow, with snow was last week. I went out with my broom and cleaned my windshield off. Ice is me trying to chisel ice for 30 or 40 minutes off my windshield, but think about that in terms of roads. I don't have defrost on roads without Mother Nature's sunshine. So they were going over the same areas 8, 9, 10 times trying to clear ice. And our priority is, number one, get the hospital open for public safety. That is absolutely priority. This isn't Minnesota. We have the resources that you would expect in North Carolina. And we put those towards making sure if anybody has a medical emergency, we'll get them there. But don't be too hasty. Just be safe out there. And yesterday late and today you're seeing the results of things starting to turn. And I think by the end of the day we'll all be focused on the Super Bowl this weekend.
Yeah, that'll be a good thing. And we get this kind of a weather event so infrequently. We were talking about Richard Alsbrook on the news last night, Greenville police officer, who's retiring this year, and says he can count on one hand the number of times that this has happened since he's been a police officer. But we didn't have any major crime issues or anything, did we? I know I heard there might have been a robbery during the thing somewhere, but there, all in all, the city was pretty quiet during the time. We fared it pretty well from what it looks like.
We had a department head meeting before, anticipating the weather, and throughout there's been periodic updates, and I'll give Chief Aiden and others credit for that. And fairly quiet period. PD and Public Works and everyone in emergency services have all been closely coordinating, focused on safety, but pretty quiet time other than weather related. And thank you to the citizens who have heeded the warning, and many have stayed home. Mm-hmm. I know we're all getting a little stir crazy, but by the weekend it's going to be nice. But thank you for heeding the warning and not putting yourself in a situation like we saw in Atlanta and Birmingham and other areas.
No kidding. How'd you like to be the mayor of Atlanta this morning? He's catching a lot of heat on the nationals.
He's got a T-shirt that says with two hands that says "Blame it on the other guy." Yeah. But look, that's
actually the back of it has a bullseye on it.
But look, part of this job is you have to step up here, just like we're doing this morning, and explain to people what's going on. That's why they elect you. Is to sometimes allow your public works director and your staff to go do their job, which is what my guys are doing this morning, and step out here and have this conversation. I mean, that's why I jumped out here and ran for office, and life isn't a honeymoon every day. So you got to be willing to step out there and talk about, not only crow about the good stuff, but also the challenges.
Well, I want to thank the public works guys and all the guys that were working around the clock on behalf of the citizens, and they deserve a real thank you from the people in Greenville, and it's not easy.
No, and
not easy.
And many of these guys from Western North Carolina who are here spread across the East, many times we send crews to other parts of the state, and I want to thank them personally, and we will continue to thank them, but they're out working tirelessly right now, and again, by the weekend, we'll be moving on.
All right, let's talk about some other things. You had the annual planning retreat with the city council last weekend, and the way we get a lot of our news is through Calvin Mercer's newsletter.
Are you saying that's in competition with our other media sources?
Well, there always seems to be a different something different in there. I'm just looking at it. I actually heard about this over the weekend, but I didn't have a chance to really read it until I got home, and I was checking email. I actually read it last night in kind of preparation for this. And he's reporting in his newsletter that we're going to have a $5.1 million shortfall in the budget this year. And I think it's really interesting because he's blaming it on last year's council. And I always love it when Calvin does this, because when he's wanting to blame somebody, he puts it in big capital letters. And I'm trying to think, did he not vote for that budget? And I think he did he? But what's the story? Do we have a financial problem in Greenville right now?
Absolutely not. We are of all the cities that match up with us across the city, we have the second highest fund balance of every one of those cities out of North Carolina. We set our own policy to keep a 14% fund balance, which is considerably above the 8% that the state recommends and requires. I'll tell you what we did 2 years ago in our budget is we had staff that came in and recommended a tax increase, and we knew the county was going to increase their taxes. Think about 2 years ago what the economy was like and the situation. Instead, we started a new budget process where I had every department, every single one, come in and prioritize their budget. And we ultimately ended up cutting taxes by $4.2 million, which impacted last year and this year. So we actually created a much more efficient city government while also redirecting resources to start the whole economic development boom, which you've seen. No economic development resources the past 2 years, and put that in place with Carl Reese and our team. And you can look all around Greenville and see the progress. Also, no money was being put into our roads. We get about $2 to $3 million per year in PAL bill money. We're using $200,000 per year to pave our roads. So we put $4 million this past year into our roads. You have to ask the question as a citizen, when you pay your taxes, do you want that sitting in an account somewhere, or do you want it out there working for you in the hands of our police officers and our roads and our infrastructure? And we just ran a citizen survey this past month, which sampled everybody across the board, not just the loud folks, the handful of loud folks that always talk. You know what their priorities were, Henry? Roads, jobs, infrastructure. As long as I'm here, I'm going to do that. And as you know, the mayor doesn't get a chance to vote a lot. The mayor only breaks ties, but
you may be voting more this time.
Well, maybe so. But what's been interesting is we have 2 new council members. Yeah. And you've noticed the first few meetings. What have they done? They are very data-driven individuals. I'll give Rick Smiley and Dr. Rick Crossbury great credit. And you've seen them vote on the other side of a number of issues, including progress in our city. And I applaud some. Once folks get in office, then you're responsible for doing your job. Yeah. And I think this council is going to continue to move this economy forward and put our police chief in a position to do what he needs to do.
The question, I guess, is you talked about not raising taxes. One of the concerns, of course, that is actually in this newsletter is that as a result of that you are using the savings account or the rainy day fund, the fund balance that you mentioned, and it's decreasing. Yet you say that we're still in great shape compared to most cities.
Absolutely.
What's the future? Are we looking at another decrease in the fund balance this year? Are you going to have – is this shortfall that Calvin's talking about going to result in a discussion about tax increases? I mean, what's the –
Well, if he wants to propose a tax increase, he's a council member, he can do that. What he fails to mention, which happens from time to time in a person who has a politically generated newsletter, is the fact that we had set aside close to $5 million 2 years ago in anticipation of property devaluation. So we use that as a one-time, significant portion of that as a one-time, put it back to work instead of having that suspended on our roads.
Right.
So I think that's a priority for this community. And we've talked about, at some point, if the foundation of your business or property is starting to deteriorate, we're a city that's going to be at 100,000 people pretty soon. You can't let your foundation and infrastructure deteriorate. So we have to invest. Scare tactics don't move a community forward. Vision does.
Got something?
Mayor Thomas, another one of those concerns on the survey of the citizens was crime. And I'm just curious because I think Chief Aiden is a saint. I think he's since I've been here now 13 years.
Sainthood already, wow.
What he's doing, his vision. And
enjoy it, Chief. It won't last.
Honeymoon. Enjoy that honeymoon.
And how he goes about his strategy with the police department and what their vision is, I think, is great. But I get so tired of people always saying that more needs to be done. And I'm just curious, what else can be done? Because I feel like they're doing all they can do. And in terms of funding, what else? What do they need? What are they lacking that maybe they do need that we don't often hear about? Because I feel like that they're doing all they can do to deter crime in the city. Yet, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen.
Well, some of that is a larger, broader issue. How we connect in with the criminal justice system, and sometimes the turn lane that seems to happen when crimes are being committed and we see them back out on the street in 2 months. So we're working with judicial. There's a lot of elements here. What we did a little over a year and a half ago is we raised the bar. I can't strap on a gun and a badge. I've got to hire the best police officer that we can possibly hire. Chief Hassan Aiden is an outstanding, one of the best in the country. He came into a difficult dynamic. We didn't get in crime issues overnight. You can't snap your finger and solve it overnight. You put the best professionals in place. What I ask him every week is, what do you need, Chief? What resource do you need? And this is one thing that our council is unanimous across the board in providing our law enforcement any resource, and he has not taken advantage of that. But he has slowly been retooling the proper way, area by area, and part of our police force retooling it to get on his new methodology of focused deterrence. But a big part of that, quite frankly, is we have a responsibility as citizens. We need to put ourselves not being low-hanging targets, being sure we're out there being predictive-based in terms of making sure that we're making areas safer. The chief is looking at the High Point and model, and several models actually reduced violent crime over 4 or 5 years by 40 and 50%. So we have work to do, but that's the chief's purveyance. He's going to get it done.
We got to get a break in. I want to talk to you about the studies and the river study and the town common discussion. Can you hang around for a minute?
Sure.
We'll do that. Come back. We'll do one more segment with Mayor Thomas, and then the 4-tune cookies are going to sing. We got more folks coming in. And let me mention this for everybody who's in here and anybody who's coming in here, don't forget to register. I don't see many registrations in there yet. We got to get you registered up. We're going to draw for a free ticket to our upcoming Home Fest 14 at the Greenville Convention Center on March 1st, and you'll be qualified to win the $20,000 kitchen remodel Dream Kitchen giveaway coming up on Saturday, March 1st at the Greenville Convention Center. Time out. We'll be right back. Mayor Thomas will rejoin us here at Rep Express for the free community breakfast right after this.
Join the Pirates this season as baseball and softball swing for the fences in their last CUSA season. An action-packed baseball season ticket starts at $100 and features Ohio State plus in-state rivals NC State and North Carolina. Your $30 softball season ticket includes 7 series and is the best deal in town. Order your season ticket today by calling 800-DIAL-ECU or visit ECUPirates.com. Join us at the ballpark this spring at ECU.
Imagine getting a new car and paying less than what you're paying right now. You can at Greenville Toyota's Trade Up, Pay Less sales event.
Start the new year off right in a new Toyota with payments as low as $148 a month on the all-new 2014 Corolla. And new Camrys just $20 more, now $168 a month. And 0% financing on 10 new Toyota models. Plus, we'll help you get the financing you need. And remember, every new Toyota comes with a Greenville Toyota Advantage. Trade up and pay less. Stop making those high car payments on that old car. Rush to Greenville Toyota today.
At the law firm of Hardy & Hardy, we don't simply take cases.
We take your case personally.
I've been in several car accidents, and each time I've turned to Hardy & Hardy for help. They are honest, hardworking, and dependable. I've been satisfied with the conclusion of each case, and I would recommend Wayne and Charles Hardy to my family and friends.
You matter to us.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Top Dog Academy is Eastern North Carolina's complete dog training facility. Top Dog provides an excellent environment for dogs of all ages with training services and work week daycare. Top Dog is located on Highway 43 South, just 4 miles from Bells Fork, and features a comfortable, healthy environment and a spacious facility for daycare and a brand new, beautiful facility for training. Call 752-8215 or visit topdogonline.com.
Come on out Highway 43 South to Top Dog Academy, where we know dogs.
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Okay, back on Talk of the Town here live at Rep Express at the Community Breakfast this morning. We got the Fortune cookies coming up. Got our drawing for our qualifier for the Dream Kitchen giveaway. Also back to our conversation with Mayor Alan Thomas in a moment. Talk of the Town brought to you this hour by Suddenlink. If you're a DirecTV customer, something you ought to know, as of now, the Weather Channel was dropped due to unresolved contract negotiations between DirecTV and the Weather Channel. That means during all of this weather we've had, you have not had the Weather Channel, and I've actually been to the Weather Channel several times during this thing and watched their coverage. So, you've probably been disappointed. Mayor, are you disappointed? If you're disappointed with that satellite contract, I can't include the mayor in this commercial, can I? Switch up to Suddenlink, bundle and save. Switch up to Suddenlink now, get SL200 HD TV and 15 meg internet, faster internet than ever before for only $59 a month. Also, Suddenlink home phone now available for just $10 a month with unlimited local, long distance plus 911 location capabilities. And, of course, Suddenlink's got the 30-day money-back We Promise guarantee. Switch up now. Don't be disappointed. You can get internet speeds up to 107 megs if you want at Suddenlink. Call Suddenlink at 866-432-1184 or call Suddenlink or visit Suddenlink.com. And don't forget some of the great movies on video on demand. I imagine I will be checking some of these out. Captain Phillips is finally on.
I watched it. I didn't mean to interrupt. Awesome movie.
I think that might be me.
I saw the movie. It's riveting. It
really
is.
I'm doing that this weekend. Captain Phillips is on now on video on demand. Also Rush, Bad Grandpa, Las Vegas, which I think looks like a pretty good. And coming next week, Dallas Buyers Club, which won all the Golden Globes the other night.
I think about you when you mentioned Las Vegas.
Is there a story there?
McGee, I don't need to hear that. What does that mean, McGee?
I just think about you and your pals taking one last trip.
Meaning I've only got one more shot at Vegas. That might be true.
You need to do like me. I went out and visited one time, and I walked in Bally's, and I looked down, and there was a $20 bill laying on the ground.
You should have taken it and got the hell out of there.
I picked it up, turned around, and walked out.
That's what you should have done. because that's the only 20 you're going to win in Vegas. I can tell you that.
Correct.
I always love these guys that go to Vegas and say, "Yeah, I broke even. I broke about it." And
No such thing.
You know they're lying, and the reason you know that, just walk down Las Vegas Boulevard and look at the size of the buildings. They're lying. Nobody breaks even.
House always wins.
Yeah, you're right. All right, Mayor Alan Thomas is here. Only got a few minutes. I want to get the barbershop quartet back on here this morning, but we didn't have a chance to talk about. There's been some criticism recently of too many studies.
In the same newsletter that we were talking about?
Well, is that where it started? I don't even know.
Yeah, imagine that.
But there has been people are saying we've spent so much money on studies. There's been the river study. There have been other things. There's been a citizen questionnaire. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, you have to prepare to make progress. One of the things that we discovered when we looked under the hood here 2 years ago is, as I mentioned, we talked with a road system that was woefully behind, and we were on a 70-year resurfacing cycle for our roads, which should be on a 25-year resurfacing cycle.
Yeah.
Setting ourselves up for a big disaster on roads, so we immediately addressed that. We did a study. I guess that falls into that as well. We also looked at sanitation. Turns out that we have more employees than the city of Greensboro in sanitation. We were using trucks and equipment that other major cities hadn't used in 20 years.
No kidding.
So it's like building a house, Henry. And like your buddy Max may have said to you from time to time, you don't just go out there with a bunch of boards and plumbing equipment and just start hammering away. You got to have a blueprint. And we're moving this city forward, planning for that's going to be over 100,000 people here soon. And what we were seeing was no methodology. And to have a blueprint, you got to have measurables. And again, as mayor, I don't get to vote on most of this progress. So it's interesting to hear some people talk about that when actually they participated.
That did vote for it?
Yeah. And the same ones that, maybe Calvin can explain himself, and Marion a year or so ago, they were complaining in a newsletter about too many studies going on in the city. And when staff looked at who was requesting all the studies, those two had requested more studies than the rest of the entire council combined. So we didn't see that in the newsletter the next month. So I'm getting a little racy in this second term.
Yeah, I was going to say you sound like Obama. When he told Putin, just wait till my second term. I don't mean to equate you to Obama.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't mean to. That's a bad analogy. I'm sorry.
I'll be Putin, you be Obama. How about that?
We'll go with that.
Fine. But look, all things aside. It's time to focus on moving this community forward. We can get caught up in side shows being created, but I'm encouraged by the new council members we have in place. They are data-driven individuals. What I'm seeing is a group, every council is different, but what I'm seeing is a group that the new folks are diving into the details. They're about progress in this community, not sideshows. And when the cameras aren't on at a city council meeting, the other 30 days out of the year, we're out here working, trying to move this community forward. And we need you engaged to get that done.
We've only got like 2 minutes left. The discussion about the river, and we've talked some about what might be done to the town common, but the river study really encompasses the entire river, what to do on the river. But just comment on that and where we are on that, just if you would, for a couple minutes.
Well, economic development is always going to be my main focus, Henry. And one of the things recurring theme we've heard over and over again is you have this tremendous asset, 7 miles of it running through the middle of your city. What are you doing to try to help to spur economic growth throughout your community? The first thing you're looking at is it backs up to so many neighborhoods. A lot of neighborhoods throughout Greenville that are actually have started to decline. So adding accessibility to a wonderful water feature, providing commerce throughout your community, understanding what type of asset is there. While that's not my concept, not my idea, I am open to the idea of understanding what that means for this community. We keep being told again and again that that's an asset that should be a major generator, just like in communities in Georgia and South Carolina and other areas where their river really is the center of activity and commerce. For decades, it used to be the center of activity in Greenville a century ago. We're being told that that's what we need to look to now as a part of our economic rejuvenization. So I'm not opposed to the idea of looking at that and doing what it takes to. We have world-class individuals in here taking a look at it, and again, new city council, they all voted for it and passed it, so I'm going to support it.
All right, we're gonna follow it all. Thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And I didn't bring up the intermodal center once. We'll do that later.
All right, we'll do it. But
thank you for coming out this morning.
Everybody be safe this morning. Roads should be clear as we move through the day. Thank you.
Now I'm going to buy your breakfast.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Actually, it's free here at the Rep Express. All right, Mayor Alan Thomas, great update on what's going on. Thanks again to all the city workers and all the work that's been done by the city in the last couple of days to keep us safe during the snow. All right, let's get a break in. When we come back, The Fortune Cookies are going to sing. It's Valentine's coming up, and they're out there singing, and they can sing to your sweetie. We'll give you a little sample of that coming back. Stay with us.
It's a new year here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and as you can see, our lot is overloaded. We must sell 100 new cars in January. Choose from our biggest selection of the year, over 400 new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles, and over 100 certified pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss our New Year liquidation event here at East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep, across from the Cracker Barrel in Greenville.
Think you're in good hands with your insurance company? The same people who held your hand when you bought your policy might try to wash their hands of you the moment you file a claim.
We'll help you take matters into your own hands by making sure you know your rights, and will fight to get you the compensation you may deserve.
At Hardy & Hardy, we're serious about seeking justice on behalf of our clients.
Count on Hardy & Hardy, protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units 8x15 or 8x10 delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a live-in manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
Having a vision of what really matters is how we succeed. Keeping an eye on the ball, seeing all the things that we need. Focusing on the big picture, always striving to do what's right. Carolina Vision Care, we keep what's important in sight.
When you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. No matter where you go in Eastern Carolina, there's sure to be an attractive and always clean Trade Wilco Hess station nearby. For the absolute lowest prices on gas, groceries, and travel necessities, stop at any of the Trade Wilco Hess stations throughout Eastern Carolina. Keep your eyes on the road, but remember to look for the green and white Hess sign. The best part? No one supports the ECU Pirates more. So when you're on the go, it's Trade Wilco. Okay, welcome back. We're live on location at Rep Express. We're going to have our drawing for Home Fest and qualify somebody to win the kitchen in just a couple of minutes. But right now, some barbershop quartet music for Valentine's Day. It's the Fortune Cookies again, and Ken Gibson, my buddy, is here. And Ken, you guys are all set again for another year of singing Valentine's for people.
Yes, we're going to go out on 13th Thursday and the 14th on Friday. A lot of offices are closed on Friday, so in fact, I've already got 10 bookings for the 13th. Yeah. So,
and again, the deal is you for $40, you guys would come to someone's home, sing 2 songs for the sweetie, and what else comes with the package?
Oh, we'll go anywhere, but we also present them a Valentine's card and a red rose.
A red rose and a Valentine's card, and 2 songs for $40 from the Fortune Cookies. All right, you guys ready to sing one?
Oh, we're all ready. We're going to
sing.
Wait Till the Sun Shines, Nelly.
All right, here they go, the Fortune Cookies and some Valentine love songs. Here we go.
On a Sunday morn sat a maid forlorn, with her sweetheart by her side. Through the window pane she looked at the rain. We must stay home, Joe, she cried, she cried. There's a picnic too at the Old Point View. It's a shame it rained today. Then the boy drew near, kissed away each tear, and she heard him softly say. Wait till the sun shines, Nellie, when the clouds go drifting by. We will be happy, Nellie, don't you cry.
Don't you cry, for we'll go
down Lover's Lane we'll wander, sweetheart, you and I. Wait till the sun shines, Nellie, by and by. By and by. Yes, by and by.
All right. Yeah. The Fortune cookies. All right, we're going to draw for the kitchen while Jennifer brings that up. Let everybody introduce themselves. Let me go down the line here.
I'm Randy Driggers, and I sing tenor.
I'm Bruce McGee, and I sing lead.
I'm Ken Gibson. I sing bass.
Jack Thornton. I sing baritone.
All right, very good. We're going to let you sing another one as we go to commercial break. Jennifer, draw, Jennifer.
Yeah, hold the mic.
Jennifer Little now. We're going to draw for the, this is for a free ticket to Home Fest 14 and qualifying for the free kitchen, Karen Muller. Medlin. Karen Medlin. Oh, Karen, good job. Karen Medlin is the winner. All right, guys, let's do another one as we go to commercial break. That is all for Talk of the Town. We're going to leave you with the last song of the Fortune cookies as we go to break, and we'll see you Monday. Everybody have a great weekend. Are you ready? Here we go.
Last night alone on our way home, you turned and said to me, I love you so and I want to know, what do you think about me? Sweet and lovely, that's what you are to me. Sugar and spice and everything nice, you're all a girl should be. Soon we'll marry, you'll be my blushing bride. I will smile.
If you've been seriously injured on the job, you may need an attorney to help you. The workers' compensation laws in our state are very complicated, and you need to know your rights.
The law firm of Hardy & Hardy will be glad to help you with your workers' compensation claim. Attorneys Wayne and Charles Hardy will explain the laws and your rights to you, and they will handle your case from start to finish.
If you've been injured in an accident, count on Hardy & Hardy.
Protecting the rights of the seriously injured.
Many people in eastern North Carolina suffer from diabetes. The question is, can the disease be managed before it causes harm? Are there lifestyle changes that can help prevent it in the first place? And can a health system really make a difference? At Vidant Health, we're empowering people with tools and resources to detect and manage chronic disease. Can diabetes education and management help members of your family lead healthier lives? The answer is definitely yes.
Pepsi, born here, raised by Panthers fans everywhere.
Raise your Pepsi for a chance to win the ultimate fan experience. See specially marked 18 packs or visit PepsiRaisedHere.com to learn more.
Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage Company will deliver a storage unit to your home or business today. Stallings Storage is the only local company providing mobile storage units 8x15 or 8x10 delivered to your site. If you are remodeling your home or office or need to store merchandise and inventory at your business, you need to call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage. We deliver, pick up, and store it for you. It's that easy, and there's no need to send your business out of town when your mobile storage needs can be met right here with people you know. Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage is located in Pitt County on Beast Oaks Road. It's a well-secured facility with a live-in manager. Fixed units range from 5 feet by 10 feet to 40 feet by 40 feet. We store boats, cars, anything you need. We are pirate supporting pirates. Call Stallings Mobile and Mini Storage today at 321-2300. That's 321-2300.
is how we succeed.